The decider will be played tomorrow at the Entertainment Centre. But last night in Melbourne, the Wildcats produced one of the great comebacks. Seemingly beaten at half-time, they stormed home to keep their championship hopes alive.
Don't get cocky, it's a long way to go.
Now we think about Sunday, all right?
Celebrations were put on hold by the Perth Wildcats following the team's come-from-behind win over the Giants in Melbourne last night. The Wildcats levelled the best-of-3 grand final, coming from 7 points down at half-time to win running away. It rates as one of the club's great victories.
It's not just a game to go back to Perth and lose it. We're going back to win the whole thing.
It was really inspiring, but there's a lot of work to do yet.
All it's done is level the series, and that was our main concern.
Last night, the Wildcat season was headed for an abrupt end. Trailing at half-time, the game plan falling apart, Perth's play littered with turnovers.
The turnovers were ridiculous. We weren't looking after the basketball.
Must have given away maybe 15 points to them, and that being the case, we're down only 7. We felt we were playing better basketball than they were.
But after the big break, it was a different Cats team, led by Ricky Grace at the point and inspirational captain Andrew Vlahoff. The Wildcats clawed their way back. 68 apiece with a quarter to play, and then midway in the last, the Wildcats led by as many as 10. A 22-point turnaround in the space of 2 quarters.
What about putting your drinks at half-time?
No, we just put some focus and determination, and it seemed that our season was on the line, and we had to go back and change things. So we had to make some shots and make some big defensive plays.
When the pressure came on in the fourth, our team held together very solidly.
In the Giants' rooms, the players were distressed. It would have been sinking in that they were headed for Perth. A golden opportunity to wrap up back-to-back championships had slipped.
There is not any overconfidence or a lack of preparation, or we took them too easy. That's not the case at all. They beat us.
Both teams arrived in Perth just before lunch today. There is no second chance. Tomorrow, either the Perth Wildcats or the North Melbourne Giants will be NBL champions.
It's like a 15-round fight. We've done the first 10, and now it's a heavyweight contest in the last 5. And as you know, I think at the end of it, there's going to be 2 teams leaning on each other, swapping blows, and it's whoever's the fittest and can stand up is going to win the game.
And the Wildcats are sticking together. Tonight, the team will stay in a Perth hotel, remaining focused on the job ahead. Peter Rensel, 10 News.
And of course, the big game will be telecast live and exclusive here on Channel 10 from midday tomorrow. Meantime, tickets to the decider were the hottest items in town today, with seats selling out well before closing time. There'll be no shortage of support on hand to cheer on the Wildcats tomorrow. After season ticket holders were given first choice, members of the general public were quick to snap up remaining seats. Some fans had a 15-hour wait, queuing immediately after last night's telecast on Channel 10, but all agreed it was worth the wait.
They're going to destroy them, they're going to kill them, and they're going to win. They're going to get revenge for 93.
They can't lose to North Melbourne, not twice anyway.
Interstate cricket
team will win the championship. The Wildcats staged a stunning comeback to win by 9 points over the North Melbourne Giants last night at the Glasshouse to force the series to a 3rd and deciding game in Perth tomorrow.
In the beginning, it looked like the Giants would take the championship in 2. Star NBA recruit Chris Gent and the Wildcats weren't seeing eye to eye.
This is about as physical as basketball can get to without anything illegal happening.
The American found more than one way to skin the Cats, and after leading by 12 points at one stage, was still up by 7 at half-time.
Triples and a foul! A 4-point play! Great stuff by North Melbourne.
In the second half, the Giants seemed rusty. The Cats' comeback had started, and Ricky Grace went on a rampage.
Our scores are level, 68 points apiece. Ricky Grace, great third quarter.
Darryl McDonald was trying anything.
Takes them both on. Going to score! Oh my God, what a shot!
But the Cats had done it. Vlahoff hammered the final nail in the glasshouse coffin.
Great win to the Perth Wildcats as Vlahoff caps it off with a big slam.
The last quarter comeback was a simple case of desperation.
It was a championship quarter. If we didn't win that, the season is over. So we had the enthusiasm, I guess, and the desire to go out and stop them, and we made some big shots.
In the second half, we expected them to fold up and kind of hand it over to us. It's not going to happen that way in the grand final.
Leaving Melbourne was the last thing the Giants wanted. They now face the Wildcats in front of a sellout Perth crowd. But Adrian Hurley isn't so sure. The coach reckons that home crowd advantage has been thrown out the window.
I think with these 2 teams it is. both teams have a better away record than they do home record at this present time.
Troy Hynam in Melbourne, 7 Nightly News.
And good luck to the lads tomorrow. The Wildcats were still on the court in Melbourne last night when their fans began queuing for tickets outside the Entertainment Centre. Tickets for tomorrow's championship decider became available to the general public at 1:30 this afternoon, and by 2:45 the game was officially a sellout.
These rowdy Wildcats fans camped out for grand final tickets at 10 o'clock last night. At the front of the queue, Keith Pomeroy and his mates reckon it's worth the wait.
I think they'll win. A better team all up, I reckon. So.
And you'll be there to see it?
Yeah, as close to the front as I can.
As season pass holders snapped up their seats, the queue waiting for the remaining 4,000 tickets wound around the entertainment centre like a giant snake. Inside the stadium there was more traffic than Hay Street, the crew busy laying the floor and preparing the venue for the sellout crowd. Last night the Power Rangers played the centre. Tomorrow the Cats hope the power will be with them.
Both games could have gone either way, and hopefully Lady Luck will be on our side tomorrow.
The Wildcats arrived back in Perth this morning on the same flight as the Giants, and in amongst all the baggage were the championship rings the Cats hope they'll be wearing.
It's been a successful season regardless of whether we win or lose tomorrow, but